Maybe Kenny has an answer to this
Well,
one.
I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability.
Let's meet the starting lineup, the visiting Phoenix Suns. At center, Tyson Chandler. At point guard,
Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Booker out there at Bledsoe. Then it's Chandler. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Harden in at the 4 spot. 4-3, Covington. And it's Freak with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Kicks to Durant. Cantor with a screen on Harden. And a wide open look for Freak. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Freak's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bledsoe kicks to Harden. And Bledsoe, here we go. Fires for 3. Shot is off. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Phoenix. And the free throw, no good. Suns trail by 4. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Booker. Thunder with the rebound. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
You know what? A lot of three-pointers, but for me more so, it was the shot selection on those three-pointers. I just felt like they were just too trigger-happy from downtown.
You know, Greg, sometimes you're able to shoot your way out of a slump, but they just kept making things worse. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it's Freak missing. Phoenix has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Durant sends it back. Raiders with the ball. Now guarded by Bledsoe. Here's Theus. Chandler with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Covington dishes to Bledsoe. Here's the 3. And that one's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
Simply got outworked under the boards, guys. I mean, that's the no-brainer of the deal. I mean, they got pushed around all game long.
Covington with the bucket.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
timeout for Oklahoma City. Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
While we have the chance, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top shooting small forward line during the last month. Kevin Durant, number 1.
And that means he can afford to be very aggressive as a slasher because of how proficient he is at the line.
And, you know, if I was coaching him, I'd tell him to stay greedy trying to get to that line. As a matter of fact, he would never be able to satisfy me with his free throw attempt because I'd always push him to get more.
Pass to Freak. Launches it. Phoenix grabs the miss. Morris has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
They've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, and it's already got them a +5 margin in the rebound column.
Clark kicks to Freak. They set the pick. From outside the arc. No good. And Phoenix will come the other way.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
So they take the lead.
Excellent, excellent transition passing there, guys. Straight to the hoop.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Lets it go with a 3. Knight grabs the board.
He's jacked up a number of threes, but his accuracy has been lacking. Time to try something different, if you ask me.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And that one's good. And it's 6 points for Freak. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Up top, Knight. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Durant. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder
And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, a very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how important that is for an NBA.
Players do the policing. Coach.
Don't you need a player like this of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork? Have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room because Chandler has got that covered.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low-post presence, a big part of the success.
Theus in a 2-guard. Durant is out there with Robinson. Then there's Darren Williams. And it's Bilal in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He had 21 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. This game might have acted as a coming-out party for him in the NBA, a truly dominating performance. Let's see, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Stoudemire, no good.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
They get it back. Pass to Freak. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play. If that gets through, no doubt they score.
And that's why he sold out for it, because he knew he had to make that play. He wasn't going to let them get the advantage.
Laverne, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Suns. Harden outside. Knight wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. There's the 3. And it's Freak missing.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
There's the dish to Covington. A 3-ball. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter. Thunder trailing by 3. Freak passes to Durant. Here's Theus. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Freak's got 14 points. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And Bledsoe, here we go. And the shot is long. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Lets it go from 11, and it's sent back by Bledsoe. And they'll keep possession. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Knight. 4 on the shot clock. Freak dishes to Durant. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Knight on the mark with the 15-footer. Knight's got his second basket of the game.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Okay, so make some noise for your Thunder Girls. They work hard.
And the first half comes to...
Well, Brandon.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things.
Such a big part of the first half was the scoring punch we got off the bench. That gave us a whole other element that they just didn't have the ability to deal with.
Rim protection's been a real bright side. Great seeing those blocked shots. Tenacity leads to scoring chances, and we've got to keep that energy up.
OKC, make some noise for your
And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. Freak really making a difference here.
And how about his scoring in that?
Some changes for Phoenix. Stoudemire's checked in for Chandler. And Knight subbed in for Booker. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Stoudemire. And it's Harden in at the 4. And that one's good. Freak.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Bledsoe kicks to Covington. Tries it from 9. No luck. Excellent D there from Freak.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
And Durant, here we go. Here's this. That 3 off the mark.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Harden sets the big for Bledsoe. Stolen by Durant. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. Feeds to Laverne. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. And the Thunder lead by 7.
The defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And how about the numbers here for Brandon Knight? He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. With him, you get so much, but his ability to lead the way with his scoring, probably his best attribute.
An offensive powerhouse. He can just beat you in so many ways. Got to give it up for him. Much love.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Durant kicks to Freak from outside the arc. Can't get it to go. Good D by Bledsoe. To the paint. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. First in fewest turnovers a game. First in opponent points per game. And they're the 3rd-ranked team in free throw percentage. A number of players on that team are very comfortable and capable at the foul line.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Here's Theus. The Thunder with another miss. The Suns trailing. And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Morris. No good off the back of the rim. Oklahoma City's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. That one from long range.